The Winter Olympics is a wonderful spectacle of amazing sports that we would never otherwise get to watch on a grand stage. I'm here with Megan Podgorski, Will Burns, and Peter Fortunato to discuss which sports we would like to see be added to the Winter Games. So Megan, we'll start with you.
I went with dog ski joring, which there are two types. There's snowmobile or like vehicle ski joring, which is you're skiing behind a snowmobile or whatever. But it's basically dog sledding on skis, which was originally suggested as a sport to be added to the Winter Olympics. So I thought it was a good pick because it has been talked about. There are dogs involved. I think it would be fun.
I don't know. I feel like there's too many racing events already. I mean, you have the marathon run and...
So what would you expect other than a race? It's a competition.
Well, actually, we can do snowball fighting in the Olympics.
No.
Snowball fighting, just hear me out for a second. It's one of the most commonly done things done while there's snow out there. And in Japan, there's a...
I don't think that is...
Well, in Japan, there's a professionally called Yukigassen, and it's two teams of 7, and they just go at it. There's 90 snowballs total, and they just go at it. It's like a big game of snowball fighting, but it's tied around, and there's national championships every single year, and they're actually celebrating their 30th anniversary this year. So it could be something easily implemented.
But do you think that other countries except Japan?
Absolutely. Canada's already in it right now.
Okay, as someone who grew up 5 miles from the Canadian border, I don't think the Canadian
population. Let's hear your pick, Will.
In my opinion, they should do ski ballet. It was actually an event that occurred in 1988 and then only lasted another Olympics in 1992.
Why do you think they should bring it back?
Ballet?
It's basically the ski version of ice figure skating. There's judges, they rate your scores, except the degree of difficulty is crazy.
They should just have it going down to the 50-foot drop.
But then why was it taken out of the Olympics?
For a bad reason. People want it back. It was popular. People on Twitter actually were talking about it. They want it back in the Olympics. Degree of difficulty crazy. These guys are doing flips with their poles. It's unbelievable.
How much different is it from like ski jumping or like half pipe kind
of
thing? Well,
it's all on flat land, so there's no jumping or any like land to work with.
Now, would you do singles or doubles with it, do you think?
They actually did both in the Olympics
Wow.
that they had it, and they did singles, doubles, both very impressive. I think the Olympics would do great if they had it back.
I'm gonna go with either racing, so you could either do vehicle racing, not like what's it called? Zamboni racing.
Zamboni racing.
While that would be snowmobile racing, I would love to see in the Olympics. That, or if you want to bring American football to it, because we do see those great snow games like we see with the Patriots and the Raiders, or as we saw with the Bills and the Colts.
Yeah.
But that would be great, but that's more of an American sport, so I'm going to go with snowmobile racing. I think that would just be wildly entertaining. Maybe a little dangerous, but still wildly entertaining.
I don't know, I feel like there's just too much racing in the Olympics, but with snowball fighting, it's something completely different. It's just something new for the Olympics, because we keep having these racing events like, all right, we get it, there's people racing, but with snowball fighting, you have it's a different aspect and it would bring a new audience to the Olympics that we probably haven't seen before.
I think that could definitely work if you get it to catch on in other countries, but I mean, I don't see, it's more of a game rather than, a sport.
Exactly, but everything has to start out small. I mean, it's a very small thing in Japan right now, but there's no saying that it could expand to something bigger, as in like because
games are competitions. Though.
Exactly,
that is true.
And who doesn't want to say I went to the Olympics because I was a snowball fighter? You know how cool that would be? I was an Olympian because I was a professional snowball
accuracy, precision, throwing
exactly.
power.
I don't know. There are dogs involved with ski joring. Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
The Huskies are adorable. It's a different kind of race. It's not just you. It's you and the animal working together, and it brings back a traditional sport that was common in Canada. Mm-hmm. So I think it'd be cool to bring it back, or to bring it for the first time, because it was actually discussed as a feasible possibility for the Olympics, kind of like ski ballet.
I think ski ballet intrigues me as well, because we do see the same old thing every 4 years with the ballet on the ice, but with skis it kind of adds a dynamic, because skis take up a lot of room on the snow.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
skis alone are hard to just walk with, much less these guys are doing incredible tricks like flipping. I mean, it's incredible.
I'm going to have to give it a look and search it and see if I can find some videos.
Now,
you'll be amazed.
Do they have the poles or do they not have them?
They do. They do have the poles.
They did.
It definitely added a different aspect to the whole ballet, especially because it's on skis, first of all, and skis are hard enough to walk themselves.
It's an interesting mix between like a gymnastics, floor routine, it sounds like, and skiing. That's very interesting.
We'll have to bring all this up to the Olympic Committee in 4 years, but that's all the time for us here on One on One. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at One on One Sports. From all of us here at the studio, whose side are you on?